back to my channel. I'm in a different location because my lanyard mic quit. I don't know why. So I have to video with the audio from my phone. So I'm trying to do it in a place that doesn't get a lot of traffic noise. So I'm in my dining room today on my very noisy rocking chair. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about the problems I'm having with Lincoln and the struggles. So one thing I've noticed is a lot of people, when I talk online, not here, not on YouTube, but on my personal account on Facebook, or like when I'm in church, people that know me personally, a lot of them keep saying comments like, well, I know this person whose son didn't talk until they were 4, or my niece didn't say any words till she was 3 years old. Are you sure that Lincoln is autistic? Maybe he just has a speech delay. Maybe he's just going to suddenly start talking and he'll be fine. And I respectfully decline to agree and have to explain that it's more than just speech delay that is influencing my decision on moving forward with this. At this point, his pediatrician is pretty convinced that it's autism, but he hasn't been formally diagnosed and won't be for 2 years. He's on this waiting list that could take up to 2 years for him to be seen. I'm not going to wait 2 years to move forward with any type of plan of action, so I have to work on it now. My thought was I'd try to do it myself, but I'm struggling so much, and this has been a really hard week for me. And let me explain. So while people say to me that he might have a speech delay, what they don't understand is that there's so many other components that they're not factoring in, like his inability to know his own name. He does not respond to his own name. His inability to understand consequence when I say no to him. And that has been on the forefront of the issue this week for whatever reason. He likes to take objects, and I can grab, there isn't anything at hand, but he'll take an object, anything, any object at all, and he thinks of it as like a car. So especially a car would be an object, but even like a block, he'll think of it as a car. And he likes to run it across flat surfaces, back and forth. He runs the little cars across flat surfaces. But he likes to go all over the house and interact with these flat surfaces. And if there's anything on said flat surface, those items get pushed onto the floor so that the flat surface is completely clear for him to exercise his car playing. So books are the problem, and he is just destructive when it comes to knocking books off of shelves. And I know part of me would say, I could just put them all in a box and stick them away, but how is he learning anything if I'm not teaching him to not do this? If I'm just giving in and letting him get his way, I mean, how is he ever going to learn anything at all? So I keep saying no, no, Lincoln. And I pull him away, and he immediately breaks free from me and runs back to the shelf and pulls books off the shelf again. I say, stop, Lincoln, stop. And I pick the books up and put them on the shelves. I'll even make him pick a book up, and he'll put it on the shelf. And as soon as I walk away, he knocks them off the shelf again. Every 2 minutes, I'm getting up and running over and making him stop. Over and over again. I get so frustrated, and I yell at him, like, stop, just stop. And I can't make him go on timeout. He won't sit. He doesn't know what timeout means. I'll put him in his crib. He can get out of his crib, but it takes him a little bit of time. So I put him in his crib when it gets to be too much. And that at least gives me 5-10 minutes of reprieve. But it's just never ending. I've even tried like smacking his hand or giving him a swat on the butt, like a pat on the butt. It doesn't do anything. And I'm not a spanker, to each their own, but I'm just not very good at causing any type of pain that causes my child to cry. The guilt is too severe for me to ever do that, so I don't spank. But I do a warning pat, which I guess means nothing because it doesn't affect him. So my husband says to me, well, how is table time going? And I snapped at him and I'm like, how can I do table time when I can't even get him to stop pulling books off the shelves? He's not going to listen to table time. He doesn't sit still for it. It's super frustrating. Now he's made some progress. You saw in the last video. He does the rings. He's starting to get Mr. Potato Head, but it is so hard to get him to want to focus on these items. And I suppose if I did it every day and I was consistent with it, it would help. Then he would focus more. He might do better. But it's my own willpower I struggle against. And I haven't done any table time for probably 4 days now. I have accepted the error of my ways. I will go back to it today. I will force myself to do it. And I will try harder this week. But it is damn hard. And I just think it's good to put that out there because so many people in this situation make it seem so easy to structure the household and work with their child. And I'm sure if I had better response from him, it would be easier and more motivating to do. But he's in a place that's so bad right now that it's just hard to climb out of. And it's very tiring. But I'll give it another shot. I will. I'm not going to record him today because he hasn't made any progress because I haven't worked with him enough. I'm not going to record him at the table. However, I will record him with his picture book because he's grown infatuated with, I got him a First Words picture book. So it's impossible to read to him. I've tried to read to him, and as soon as I open a book to start to read, he immediately wants to flip the pages. He will not tolerate me holding a page open to read it. He doesn't listen to what I'm saying anyway. So I've kind of gotten away from reading to him because there's no point. At least not where he's at right now. And that's why flashcards are so impossibly hard with him too. He just does not have any interest in words. But he really likes this picture book. And each page has a picture and a word, like duck, fish, pants, car. And he loves to look at the pictures. And I keep reading the words, but he flips through it so fast that I don't even know if I should be doing it that way. I mean, you're supposed to say each word 3 times every time you say it so that he starts to develop that language understanding. Well, I can't say each word 3 times because he flips through it so fast that I just keep spouting out duck, boy, t-shirt, car, airplane, teddy bear, like some sort of word salad. And I don't know if that's worth anything or not. Maybe. I figure if I do it enough, it might sink in because he loves that book. He looks at it all the time. But I'm going to show you how he reads it. And if you have any advice, I'm all ears because I am certainly in no way a professional. But I've gotten to the point now I realize that I cannot wait for him to get through this waiting list to try to get him into a program or services. I'm going to have to make some phone calls because I'm not doing very well doing it on my own. I feel like I'm failing him. And I'm going to keep trying. I promise you. But I have to be honest with you too, to know that it's not been easy. And so that if there's other moms out there that are facing the same shortcomings, that you don't feel inadequate because you're not alone. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned for a little clip of him. And I'll see you next week in the next video. Bye. There's our little man. You adjust my camera. Okay. And here is our picture book. Girl, boy. Girl, girl, boy. Pants, fish, chair, ball, flower, duck, cat. Look at the cat. Banana. Banana. Truck. Truck. Ball. Ball. It's ball. You want to see the car? Car. So that's it. I will say, I recorded the intro yesterday, and last night he stopped when we told him to stop with the books twice. So on 2 different times he'd start to pull the books down and we say stop and he'd stop. So you see he collapsed the bookshelf from him climbing on it. And he doesn't pull them off the bookshelf anymore now it's collapsed. But he likes to climb up there still to run his little blocks on the bookshelf above. So we're trying to move the books into another room that he doesn't have access to. So anyway, there's our demonstration video. Thank you for watching. Wish me luck this week. I'm going to try to really get back on track with him, and hopefully we'll see some progress for next week. And I appreciate all the support and comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.